Now it's time for the Eliminator RC Tip of the Week.
Hi, I'm Ryan from Eliminator RC. This week, we're going to get you started in multi-rotor flying. You want the maneuverability of a helicopter, but you want to be able to go places like an airplane. What better thing to get than a quadcopter? These guys all come ready to fly in the package with everything you need, and like this one here, it even has a little video camera on it, so you can take some cool footage around your house or sneak around on your friends and play jokes on them. Very important that when you first get a quadcopter, you take a read through the manual, just so you get a basic understanding of what's going to happen and what to do and not to do. And a lot of times problems you may have or questions that you have can all be answered by the manual. And it's always important to make sure you're charging your batteries right so that something doesn't happen in the meantime. As you can see, this 1SQ VCAM is all fired up and it's ready for us to fly. But if you've never flown a quad rotor before, you should always make sure that the front is pointed away from you and that you have it on the lower setting so it's a little bit less sensitive around the center of the stick so you can control it and it doesn't get out of hand. What we're going to do is just hover a little bit off the table here. So with it in front of you, what you're going to want to do is just a basic H maneuver. You go forwards, come backwards, side to side. Cool part about this one, you can even turn the camera on and off from the remote, so you can record video at the same time. Once you've mastered that, you can start doing cyclones around yourself just to get the sense of where the nose is during the whole turn. And then if you want to change it up, you can do the circles while the nose points towards you. With a quadcopter or a helicopter, you're going to have what's going to called ground wash. And what that is when you thrust down on it, it's going to push back up on the quadcopter and it's going to push it around and it's become turbulent. Quadcopter has an advantage here though. It's got a gyro in it, so it's going to stabilize. It's going to throw power to the motor that's dropping the most and it's going to try to keep it stable. So you may notice it get twitchy. Getting twitchy usually isn't the pilot, it's the unit correcting itself. So what you're going to want to be careful of that, and you're going to want to get it farther off the ground so you don't have that much problems, especially if you're a first-time flyer, because it takes a little bit to correct it. So when you power it up, best thing to do is power it up and get it higher off the ground as you can, because it becomes way more stable up in the air. And if it's set up properly, it should just sit in one spot and hover. I'm Ryan from Eliminator RC, and that's your tech tip of the week. Here at Eliminator RC, we do things big. Over 13,000 square feet of showroom and 100,000 different parts in stock. You can buy yourself a real hobby-grade RC. We specialize in dirt slinging and street ripping cars and trucks, water splashing boats, exhilarating helicopters, and of course, sky-ripping planes. We're also known for having a pretty cool hobby shop. Eliminator RC, 120 Higgins Avenue in Winnipeg. Check this out, e-rc.ca.